X-Wing fans, this is Jay Buzzsaw79 here with my weekly showcase of builds. As per norm, I always lay out the build here in front of this new stylish mat and basically show you what the build is, and then we go from there as I explain briefly what it is and how I got to that idea of using it. So this week we're switching to the Rebels, and here we go. This week, the first ship involved will be Jakey. Oh yeah, pilot skill 7, 2 attack, 3 defense dice, 2 hull, 2 shields, with the focus, target lock, boost, evade actions on there, elite slot, and missile for 24 points. After you perform a focus action or receive a focus token, you may perform a free boost or barrel roll action. So looks like pretty nice for Jake here. I love Jake. He's one of my top favorite pilots in X-Wing. Easily like top 5 without a doubt. Just my favorite guy. He's cheap. He's effective. I have nothing but fun things with him. First card for him is going to be the Chart and Refit for -2 points. We're going to rip out that missile slot. He doesn't need it. Saves a few points in the overall build here. And going with that, we're also going to give him the A-Wing Test Pilot, which for 0 points says you can add an extra elite slot to his bar here. You just cannot have 2 of the same equipped. And of course, your pilot skill has to be better than 1, so 2 up pilots for this. Next up, we add, of course, Push the Limit. So that way Jake can take evade and focus generally. Not always, but generally. That's what we're looking for to really help him out here. Basically because by taking the focus itself gives you that boost if you need it. Literally. And then you can just go ahead and gain evade. Take 1 stress and A-Wings. We don't care about stress ever on A-Wings because most of the time they just fly away because I have so many green maneuvers all over the dial. Next up we have Outmaneuver. Outmaneuver is 3 points. The other elite slot. When attacking a ship inside your firing arc, if you are outside of its firing arc, reduce its agility value by 1 to a minimum of 0. Alright. Next ship in this build here will be this guy here. Cornhorn. No, it's Koran, actually. Pilot skill 8, 3 attack, 3 defense dice, 2 hull, 3 shields, with a lead system upgrade and torpedo, and of course a astromech slot, 35 points. Focus, target lock, barrel roll, and evade are his actions. At the start of the end phase, you can perform an attack, and you cannot attack the turn after that, which allows Cornyn to shoot twice in a single round, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, of course, going on horn is other than R2-D2. So when he takes green maneuvers, because he's going to want to do that, since he's got nothing else to do, you can go ahead and pop back one of those shield tokens right back on yourself for 4 points. Then fire control system goes on. After you perform an attack, you can acquire a target lock for free on the defender for just 2 points. Next up, for elite slot, we're running marksmanship. You take an action. When attacking, you may change 1 focus to a crit, and everything else that you roll as a focus result to hits. So essentially, this is a little bit better focus action for you for 3 points. Excuse me. Going with that will be none other than 2 of the Telesquad pilots. So the bandits, basically. With 4 pilot skill, 2 attack, 2 defense, 2 hull, 2 shield, a missile slot on there, focus and target lock are the actions for 13 points. And that is the build. So the long and short of this is I had 2 points extra, which is why I upgraded to the Telesquad, just to put that out there right away. Normally I run corn here with uh, push limit also, so that way he can try to take the focus and evade, and then possibly shoot twice, and then fire control. Sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends. Generally I run R2. At this point, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to try to maximize his potential for the double shot in the turn. So basically, when you take the action to use marksmanship, excuse my wife, she's got a cold. She's in the background here as I record. Um, but as you take your action and you roll the first focus, you get a crit, and then you get hopefully the guaranteed 2 hits also. Okay. Range 1, you'll have 4 dice, which is pretty freaking awesome. After that attack, you just put the free target lock on. At the end of the turn, you can then activate his pilot ability to shoot a second time, with still getting the ability of marksmanship, because it's still in that same turn, and you'll have a target lock again. And if you need to, you can get a third shot in the future. Hopefully not. Hopefully 2 rounds of this is enough to kill whatever you're shooting at. Jake's main thing in here is just to kind of get in the way, get around people, and then try to reduce agility. I like to think of him with this particular build. I've ran it many times before, and I just think that it's a weird way. I call it my poor man's wedge, because he's only 29 points then, which is the whole price of wedge, and the only thing I would do extra is to add stealth device to Jake, so which would max him out at 32 points. At that point, I really feel that he's a better wedge. At some point in the future, I would like to try to plan a build around both Jake and Wedge and see what comes from that. So yeah, here is the build. Go ahead, give me a thumbs up if you like this build, a thumbs down if you did not, and go ahead and throw me some messages down there if there's anything you think you would change that I'm missing here, and any suggestions always welcome. If you like this at all, any form of the builds that I offer, please always subscribe just to kind of push my name to the top when people do searches, so that way people get some ideas here from what I show. So this is JBuzz79 signing off and saying thanks a lot for watching, and see you later.